welcome back to another episode of Dollar Store Tools. Today you can see we have a small adjustable wrench, and as you can hear the birds, once again we're outside because it's a beautiful day. Hopefully we won't have the noise from a train or a car or helicopter flying overhead. So what we have here today is Gold tools. They've been reviewed by me a few times already. And this specific tool made by Gold is a 6-inch adjustable wrench, as it says. No instructions on the back. There doesn't really need to be. It says it's got a double layer sure grip handle. Now, I haven't opened this yet. You can see it's got the red layer of covering and then it's got the black one. The only concern I really have about this, I've bought a few dollar store tools in the past, most notably a hammer. You'll hear me talk about it from time to time. It had a rubber grip handle. I don't know what it was made of, but it wasn't rubber because rubber doesn't smell that bad. I haven't opened this up yet. I'm going to tell you what it smells like. Unfortunately, I don't have smell-o-vision for you. But I'm going to be using it in real-world application. I'm going to be changing a pedal on my bike. You've probably seen the bicycle light reviews by now. And I'm going to also be comparing it against this small 6-inch adjustable wrench that I've had for years. It was a very good find. I bought it in a surplus store. You can get little wrenches like this. Sometimes you pay as much as $10. I don't think they're worth that. I think I paid $3 for this. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did, and I bought 2 of them. So, but this is a dollar store tool, so it was $1.50. I'm going to see how well it stacks up. So let me take it out of the package while I leave the other one in frame. I'm going to open it in front of the camera. It's pretty easy to do. The grip does feel kind of soft. Let me see if I can dent it a little bit with my fingernail so you can see. I don't know if it's going to show on camera, but you can see a little indentation line. But then it bounces back, so it's pretty springy. It's got a pretty good grip. Now I'm trying to pull it off. I know we've all owned pliers or vice grips or something like that where the rubber ends that you hang on to come off. This does not seem to be going anywhere. So let's take a look. The action is very similar. It's a little bit tight in one spot there, but it's easy enough to work with compared to this surplus store tool. They got very similar action. The ends look a bit rough. This is brand new. I haven't used it yet. It's not really all that flat. You can see inside they didn't do the best job of cutting it level. This has some wobble to it here. Looks like it might be shake. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that movement. That shouldn't be a problem once you snug it down. I don't think I have, no, I don't have anywhere near that level of movement in this one. So it's a bit of a loose fit. I'm going to try it on the bike to change the pedals, and we'll see how it works out from that. So I'm going to shut the camera off and try and change the pedal. I'm going to see if I can get either of these wrenches. They might not be able to, but I'm going to see if I can get either of these adjustable wrenches to take the pedal off, the old pedal. But it's been on there for a long time. It might be rusted shut. I might have to take more drastic measures. But I will be using this to tighten the new pedal on. So I'm going to stop the camera for now and go work on the bike. Okay, so we're in the backyard. I've got the dollar store wrench, adjustable wrench, contrasting it against the surplus store wrench that I bought years ago. I noticed something. I don't know how well this is going to show up. Look at the center of the pin of the metal that the wheel is made out of. See how well centered it is? By contrast, take a look how far off center the dollar store tool is. That, to me, that creates a very significant weak spot. It's right on the edge there. That point could fracture very easily. Now another thing, a result of that is the wheel is well on the outside here, on the inside here. Somebody might claim, well, that's a feature, it makes it easier to get your thumb on, but you don't know which hand you're going to be using if you're reaching into a tight space or something. You can easily get it on this side, but you can't get it very well at all on that one. Okay. I was going to use these on the bike, change the pedals. Change of plans on that one. The pedals were so badly seized that into the arms that I had to go to a bike shop and they were barely able to get them off. So this fence has been in the backyard for a lot of years. I don't know how well rusted on this particular nut and bolt are, but I'm going to see what I can do to loosen it up and then tighten it back up. So I got to use both my finger and my thumb because this is off-centered so much, the wheel. Okay, it wasn't very tight, but every time I loosen it and I move it a bit, it's getting a bit looser. But the bolt is not moving from here to there. And I've only, turned it 3-4 times now. I don't know how well that's going to stay gripped. Let's put the, that's a bit cheating. I'm going to have this one come off and back on and off and back on, just like the dollar store one. Tighten it back up. Look how little wiggle room that has. Almost none. I don't expect this particular dollar store adjustable wrench to hold up very well to maintain its grip. I'm going to see if I can, just how much I can heave on this to tighten it. Okay, I've snugged it down really good. So, it does seem to be holding up very well actually, but it's so loose that I've got so much wiggle, it's easily sliding off. But when it does, it's not rounding out the metal in the wrench at least. It's rounding off the ends of the nut. So, this metal may be very poorly machined, sand cast, you can tell by the uneven texturing. They didn't do a very good job of making the tool, but the metal they made out of is pretty strong. I'm going to call this one a pass, but just barely. I'm not happy about how loose it is, but it does seem to be holding up, and the metal is fairly strong. Hasn't broken yet. I might take a hammer to it and see what happens. I don't think that's a fair test for a wrench. You don't plan on hammering your wrenches anyhow. The grip does not smell like death. I've had a hammer that the grip, I'm still smelling it to this day. The grip does not come off. It's on there pretty good. So I'm giving it a pass, but just barely.